If you have waves all around your head, but they still won't connect, there's probably a reason for it. You might still have forks, broken connections, or areas that just won't come together. And the answer isn't always just brush more. If your angles are inconsistent, or you just keep changing what you're doing, more brushing could just actually reinforce the same problems. So in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly why your waves still aren't connecting yet. Waves are just individual curls laid down. As your pattern develops, you should have a natural flow all around your head. A fork, for those who don't know, is where that flow splits, collides, or doesn't line up cleanly. Connections don't just happen because your waves become deeper. You can have deep waves with poor connections. You can also have a strong pattern with areas that still need work. Depth and connections are two different things. Getting waves is one stage, and cleaning up your pattern is another. So when it comes to forming connections, you need to understand that you brush the same area from slightly different directions every session. You're training your hair in competing directions, and that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Your brush angles need to be repeatable. Same angle, same brush stroke, same pressure every single session. The problem is you brush one section one way today and then slightly different tomorrow. Every brush stroke is training your whole pattern. So if you're constantly switching or changing your angles or the direction in which your hair lays, your hair is going to end up getting mixed directions. And you can't expect clean connections from inconsistent angles. What you need to do is study and learn your pattern. 360s, 720s, 540s, 180s. You have to identify your main angles. For example, with 360 waves, there are 8 angles. And you just have to learn and study those 8 angles. You have to repeat those same angles consistently. You want to mirror brush, no blind brushing. You want to mirror brush and you want to brush slowly instead of trying to rush a brush session. And pay attention to where one angle transitions to the next. Now, your angles don't have to be mathematically perfect, but they need to be consistent enough that you're repeatedly training the same flow. That flow we talk about with clean connections is also a part of your crown. Your crown is your foundation. If your crown is inconsistent, the rest of these problems can carry into the rest of your waves. The natural flow starts from your crown and carries on to the rest of your pattern. And the closer you get to your crown, the more precise your brushwork needs to be. Locate your crown and brush outward from your crown, following the rest of your pattern. Most people naturally spend more time brushing the areas that are easiest to see or just easier to brush. For your connections to hit, to come in, or to develop, it requires for your whole wave pattern to develop, not just your strongest area. And that's why you want to brush with intention, brush precisely, use a mirror, and don't ever neglect the rest of your pattern. You want to pay attention to that weak side. You want to pay attention to the back, and you want to pay attention to the crown. That's how you begin to develop connections and have them strong. Another factor that plays into connections is your hair length. Connections need enough hair growth to even be visible and trainable. So understand when you get your cuts too often or too frequently, and especially at a low length, that can make it harder to develop connections, see connections, or even seeing if you're making progress. Because connections, as long as you're brushing and staying consistent, become more visible as the hair grows. And that's why you may hear a lot of wavers talk about wolfing or telling you that you need to wolf more. Wolfing gives you more hair to work with, but it doesn't fix connections alone. You have to know how to wolf correctly. You have to know how to manage your wolf, and you need to know when it's time to cut or if you can continue your wolf. Hair texture matters because everybody's curl pattern is different. Everybody curls at a different hair length. You need enough hair to form the curl you are trying to train. Because waves work in stages, getting visible waves can happen before clean connections. Ripples can appear relatively quickly. A ripple is not a wave. It's not even a full curl, a little something, but that's progress. To develop a full pattern, that's a whole other ball game, and that takes a little bit longer. The progress you're making with your waves isn't always visible week to week, because getting waves and perfecting waves are two different timelines. The person getting waves is trying to develop a pattern. They're trying to see their first ripples, and then they're trying to make it to the next stage, to where perfecting your waves, you already got a pattern. You were just trying to strengthen your connections and maybe add more depth, fix your crown, those type of things. So if you don't see any connections, your waves are going to show up before your connections do. But this is what you want to do and focus on when it comes to developing connections, strengthening your connections, and so on. You want to identify the problem. Which side isn't really connecting the way you would like or the way you think it should? Is it your weak side? Is it parts from your crown, back side? That's why you want to learn the crown and learn those angles from the crown all the way around. And know that every brush angle, no matter where you start from, it should be a direct connection from your crown. This is why mirror brushing is so important when it comes to really defining your connections or even trying to get connections. Because in order to get connections, you have to see what's going on with your pattern. Start with your weak side when you start your brush sessions, or start with your crown. Start with a side for just like muscle memory every time you start a session. And that's how you develop a weak side or an area that is not as strong. And you want to track your progress, man. When you track your progress, take pictures. Take 4-way pictures or take day-to-day pictures after every session. You want to compare your progress over weeks, not hours. Sometimes after a session, you need a brush, rag up, and it's not like tomorrow you're going to see a shift. As you're consistently brushing and staying consistent with your sessions, over time, you will gradually see your pattern start to shift and change into the way you would like. At the end of the day, if your waves are still not connected, man, you just want to be patient, because connections take time. With connections, the goal isn't to brush more. The goal is to make sure every brush stroke is as clean and as precise as possible. If you want to know how long you should be brushing when it comes to your brush sessions, check out my latest video, man. And always be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you got value out of this video. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one.